and War here on a little Scar hard point.
What is it? I'm pretty sure it's Falcons up 2-1 in this series.
Yeah, so it was a 250 to 225 Cortex, around 11 Colossus that went the way of Falcons.
Ooh.
But in the Den overload, War able to stay alive. They won 3-2. So we're headed to now a Scar hardpoint where you have a 23-point lead. But all control right now over towards Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons are fully set up here for the P5, but they have a lot of reinforcements focused on the backside, and that's what creates an opening there from Team War to just fly right through the front. Now Spawn's getting a little bit mixy. Are you going to be able to read the pressure through mid-cut and towards the backside? You're doing a good job of managing so far to keep yourself in that 30-point lead that you currently have.
Yeah, but just so tough, right? You don't block the back. Pred spawns up there, and then it's just like a free pinch. You have to block that back on this hill. Make sure you don't bless your opponents with a spawn. And well, with that, Falcons now going to take the final 20 seconds, pretty much tie this game up as we head back towards P1.
Yeah, but Johnny's going to give this one more chance. Don't want to give up this final 10 for free. Able to win the one-on-one gunfight, but should instantly get traded on out. But back and forth we go into this HP, now into our second set of HPs. Going back towards the P1, there's already a flank route being developed on the side of Pred. He finds an opening through front blue. Everybody else is also finding kills, and what looked to be a great setup there from Team War instantly gets broken down.
Yeah, that's just not the time when you really want to die, right? On rotation, couple of seconds left. You're in your setup. Instead, it's going to be Falcons now chaining a couple of hills together. They're going to take the lead. Diamond Con Standy trying to fight on back. Censor gets involved. He's got the AR out. Oh, I mean, he's been known most of his career to run the SMG, but then towards the end, he's switched to an AR. You never know what Doug's going to do.
Never know.
But you can guarantee that he's going to be here.
You never know. He's probably sitting on a jet ski right now instead of a gaming chair.
That would be insane.
It's just Doug Censor. Doug Censor things. At least for now, they currently find themselves almost down by 10. The final 10 is going in favor of the Falcons, and also the rotation. Celium going to have some big gunfights, but DC with the slide and glide is able to find that opening gunfight and now try to keep themselves into the mix with a very contest fest P2.
Yeah, I think that was a really important kill because it feels like if you lose that one and then you don't have P2 control, maybe momentum starts to get away from you. Falcons run away with it. Instead, they find that first blood. Now they're on the hill. Well, starting to deal with the first push. There was one player that was trying to flank. Now Johnny can work through the middle. He's just got to get there in time to help his teammates. Instead, they both go down. So Falcons behind 6 in a row from Xnid, able to break this P2.
Just not allowing them to get fully set up the way that they want to. And even with trades going back and forth, no one currently in the hill time. But with Celium sitting towards top hotel, yeah, let me make some adjustments, hit him with a little bit of a pop-up, and that's already 3 dead in the feed. Final 20 here at P2. And you can already see Kismet on your minimap thinking about that next HP.
Yeah, and again, you're just so late on rotation.
Yep.
So late on rotation if you are Team War. It looks like they want to fight on through, though. Maybe they want green side for this P3. Looks like that was the play call because Celium and Pred both going to spawn out. Kismet now, he's going to have to push on up. So nobody on the hill. You do a pretty good job towards the end of that hill to at least give yourself some map pressure if you were War, but it doesn't matter. It's 3 dead in the feed. You're going to find the 4th. You wanted green control. Kismet says no.
And now this only gets more difficult for them to try to find a break, but that nade over the top from Censor, they're going to give them a better shot because now you can stack your way through the front side of Broken Plane. They find the kill also on the pin show. Currently don't have anyone on the time if you're Falcons, and now you push back into your spawn.
Yeah, and this is what you want, right? 30 seconds left. You have P4 spawns, right? That's a huge money hill, but yeah, as you said, just great nade because this P3 heady, when you're on the plane, you pretty much have to get hit by a couple of nades. Just so difficult to win those gunfights, or you should just be selling him. Hit a nice little jump up, hit some headshots. Beautiful stuff from him. But I mean, War are just doing enough to keep this game tight. But now this rotation going to be massive. You see all the red arrows. That player should spawn out in Standy. Same with Diamond Con. Maybe a breakdown.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do is die off the rotation. I feel like this is one of those games that is definitely a lot more punishing than the previous. Need to value your life in the fundamental aspect because now it's a full setup here from Falcons. Everyone rocking that M15. Every angle currently being watched, and you cannot allow them to walk away with a good chunk of time here if you are Team War.
Yeah, I think we saw Xnid. He's got a Hellstorm to work with too, so one of the better maps for that streak. Team War, though, doing a pretty good job, and they're actually hit the back spawns. So you don't block that if you are Falcons, and we continue to fight. War just doing enough again to try to tie this game up, potentially take the lead. Felt like Falcons were going to run away with it behind this, but doesn't happen. You get 5 kills from the war side. Pred, though, dealing with them on the point.
Yeah, but there's still so many waves of gunfights that you have to work your way on through because there was not a single one of your teammates pushing towards the back. So the reinforcements are instantly there for Team War. They make up for a mishap at the P3, have a great response there at P4, but this is the hill that they struggle with the last go-around as well.
Yeah, now Falcons, Celium, he's going to back all the way up. And it just feels like just so late on rotation again if you are Team War. Look how much time, already 10 seconds off the clock, and you haven't even gotten a nade on it if you are Team War. Beautiful setup here with those M15s here from Falcons. Diamond County going to try to find the opening. He was able to earn a Hellstorm on this previous hill. He's in the top green. He actually influences spawns. So he gets his teammates with the close spawns. Now can they find the break? Pred, Kismet, they're able to find 3 and do just enough. That was the chance for Team War to get the break and stay in this game, but that might have been the play that loses them the match.
Yeah, now you're trapped in towards the back. You might have to invest that cruise missile hill just so you can get out of this setup, but 2 players are going to spawn on the backside of Broken Blade. It's an all-out mix fest here at the P5. Still a 30-point difference, but at least for Team War for now, you can keep yourself into the mix. You got a couple of cruise missiles just in case it gets a little bit scary, but into the 3rd set we go.
Yeah, I mean, both of those Hellstorms you think got to come down soon from both sides. Kismet's just going to try to contest. He's almost got 2 minutes on the hill doing what he does best. Nobody really in the hill. Johnny trying to go on a flank. Thing might get picked up. It doesn't. He's got the SMG out. He wants to make plays inside the middle, but it does get cut down. His nade after death able to connect. It keeps him off the objective.
Yeah, the cruise missile is getting invested from DC. He's looking to create an opening for his team, or at least gain the information of what their setup is looking like. You already take Deli away from them, but Exton now responds with his cruise missile and finds 3 in the feed. So when you thought you had an opportunity to way back in, Exton said, hell no.
Yeah, always was going to be a response. Once one was called, the other was coming out quickly. You can't win here. There will be a rotation towards P2. That's going to be Standy with a big double to give his team some room and make it a triple. Not only does he give them off the objective, allows his team to get into a good spot towards that P2 side.
Now you need to win an initial gunfight, man. You cannot afford to die off the rotation. You still have Kismet finding the loose ends to the middle of the map. You know now that their setup is not going to be as strong as you thought that it was because they definitely have a man disadvantage. Nade able to connect, get him off the time for now. And Falcons only need 18 seconds.
Yeah, just waiting for the nades was Falcons, right? Trying to deal with those trophies, overwhelm them, and here we go. Here comes the big push from Falcons to try to continue on, close this series out. Celium, he's going to connect 4 in a row, 34 and 28 for him, but Censor and Standy continue to fight on back. They're doing just enough as Team War. That's going to be all 4 dead. Are we going to see a map 5? Still another push that's going to come on through. Standy, he's almost got 2 minutes. Celium's going to be the first guy. Jen, you're waiting for those nades.
Yeah, there's no time for a route. No time for a route. You're just looking for the opening, and they're able to find 2.
Here we go. Pred now, but now we're going to have to rotate. But you see the spawns. Pred's going to be the first man here on this mid-cut. You're thinking with this position should be all Falcons. Censor, maybe he's going to have to gun someone, but it's going to be about mid-control. Does that open things up? Still 10 seconds needed. 2 versus 2 now for hill control. Pred, Exnid, the duo locking it down. Celium just trying to play his life. It always feels like there's one more player, one more nade. Censor's had some big nades at this P3. But it is Celium with the pistol. Standy is still there. We're still going.
And Team War are in it. They're exactly where they want to be. I think we rewinded it a little bit. I don't know what the hell is going on with the game, but
who won?
Team War.
Team War are gonna win.
Oh my! They had to have, Joe.
Joe, you already won over there.
Oh, we got
17 screens. I don't know. Somebody's messing with us. All I know is that we're going to a game 5.
So confused when you guys were.
Yeah, no. So the replay was happening on our screen. They went back in time. Sorry about that. It was cool though.
Well, Doug, I can't believe they just won that game.
I have no idea what was happening because our quality was 240p, but it was sweet.
It all starts with that initial gunfight, though, Joe, in towards Delhi. Like, if DC doesn't find that initial gunfight, it doesn't open up that mid-cut lane. And then that's what forces them to have the man-up advantage. You play your trades through mid-cut, and then the spawns flip. You turn it into a one-on-one on the point, and it's the last man standing, DC.
And he had a couple of big nades from over the top. I mean, Censor hit a couple. There was someone else that hit one. It kept it even in the numbers, but they were down 2-0.
35 HP. He would have been in a different position, but they are able to tie the game up there. On this side,
Wait, it's 4-0 for War. This is a game 5. Wait,
Oh my.
Whoa, hold on. We're just joining on in. And well, I mean, Johnny's got a 1 versus 4, but this is going to be the first round on the board for Falcons. So you are 2 rounds away from Doug Censor Martin choke slamming you out of the tournament.
With a jet ski, Joe. On a jet ski, Joe.
A guy is always making upsets happen.
It's unbelievable how Censor always manages to make something out of nothing. But you currently find yourself 2 rounds away from knocking off a professional team after 2 years of retirement. Oh, Doug, you are him.
When is the last time he's played?
I'm telling you, 2 years ago. Might have been 3.
MW2? Yeah, that's when he switched to an AR,
Yeah.
right? MW2. MW22, whatever we want to say.
All right, well, job not done yet, Joe.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, a lot of work to do here for Falcons. Again, we're just joining in on this. We'll try to jump around as much as we can, but a big one is a losers round 1 match. So Falcons could potentially be out already. Bomb going to start to work towards this A site. And well, you're going to check that corner. That's Sim's corner. I feel like everybody checks it now. Snipe also going to be hit from Kismet onto Censor. So 2 versus 4. Maybe some momentum starting to go their way.
Yeah, Johnny's now going to work this late pinch. Could potentially find one for free onto Pred. The bomb is yet to get planted yet.
Yeah, I think they just didn't want to throw that away.
Yeah.
Deal with Johnny on the flank. You have the trade. Now it's just numbers advantage. Don't want to get caught on the bomb. Instead, though,
brother,
you get gunned. And he's got a sniper in his hand. That would have been something. Woo!
Yeah, you're expecting the instant chow there, especially when you get the player off the site with the pistol. They're in a 3v1. Just no one scamming on the side of Falcons.
You think they're feeling it? I mean, they're just not even playing the bomb. They're so nervous.
Yeah, like, that's unacceptable, Joe. I swear. 4v2, you kill the guy off A, you kill both off A, and we're just wasting
They're
time.
like, we're not throwing this way. Don't throw this way. Don't throw this way.
Don't worry, we'll play the kills, guys.
Someone say that in comms, and it's like, what the? Don't expect that versus this team.
But that's 2 rounds in a row now for Falcons.
Not only, this was also a 2-0 for Falcons.
Yeah.
So this is a potential reverse sweep here for Team War.
So now it's their approach on the attacking side, and I've been playing a lot of wages in the beginning.
It's a lot of B, right?
And I feel like it's always a lot of B. So just having a shake up over towards A, it worked out for them, but now you're going into consistent play. If you are Team War, no one contesting on their side of dojo. Late flank is being watched. But they have yet to plant the bomb,
Yeah,
Joe.
bomb's
So
not
now
being
Falcons
planted.
have a chance.
Yeah, you're going to wrap all the way through. Oh, Kismet with a, I don't know what just happened.
Oh, no.
But that takes down 2 of his own team. That's not good. And somehow, Pred still has a chance because bomb hasn't been planted until right now. As well, Diamond Time going to put it down. Can Pred keep them alive?
Yeah, the bomb is planted for dojo side, so once Pred turns this corner, also a smoke is not going to give you any information. But you're not going to be aware of where Pred currently is. 30 seconds to go.
Can Pred, can he clutch this up? Going to get spotted, going to get peeked. A nice setup there from Team War. And well, the retake does not happen. A little bit of help from Kismet's nade. And I assume someone jumps in front of him. He probably hit somebody with it. Right, because we saw there were so many players in that area trying to retake B, and I assume that Kismet just probably threw it at someone.
100%, man. Someone's getting a little bit too aggressive.
Hit a wall bounce.
Just because they didn't have any dojo control, Joe.
Yep.
They didn't have an initial player spotting information on that side of the map, so they're wrapping back into nothing. You have to clear out everything. You try to use your tax, and unfortunately, it comes back to bite you.
Well,
So
timing almost worked out because bomb wasn't planted, but now one more round here for Team War, and Falcons are out. See, it's going to be a pretty spread attack here. And, well, behind Kismet Sniper, that will be the first blood. Now you kind of group on up. Which way do we want to go? It looks like it's going to be an A hit here for Falcons.
Yeah, they're loving this A bomb so far on this map. But you are going to be aware of it. If you are standing, you're trying to play the timing game, but you get caught. So now in a 1v4, yeah, let's instantly get the bomb planted this go around. Johnny's not going to stand a chance here.
Staying alive is Falcons. Johnny going to try to do what he can, but as you said, 1 versus 4. Again, round opens up with Kismet Snipe. Does he keep it out here on defense? Last round on the attack here for Team War. I mean, B bomb site was wide open. They didn't plant right away, but maybe this time they go for it. You know, Doug, I mean, he's one of those quick plant guys.
He's always thinking about that objective, Joe. How can I win the easiest way possible? I mean, just get the bomb plant, play a post plant. And all we need is 45 seconds to close out this game, but Falcons continuously staying alive. Force round number 9. They go to the defensive side, and if I'm them, I'm just playing a spread setup. Because you got to remember, this is still an amateur team. I'm getting information and then capitalizing off of that.
Yeah, and they're just going to play retake B. So again, just sort of this default, stop the A hit, maybe go on a quick flank. But you're going to see nothing over towards B if you are Team War. So it's just a question of, are we going to plant right away? This is the exact same round that we previously saw. Planting a little bit quicker, trying to catch them on the bomb is Team Falcons. Bomb planted. Everything going down. Retake starting. Well, the first grenade didn't work out. Make it 2, but hold on. 2 versus 2. Thought Standy was going to seal the deal. Censor now. Trying to find another one. He's going to find the info. He's going to slide out and chow, but actually repositions. And gets gunned, but exited. Still has more work to do. All down to Diamond John. 1 versus 2.
Game clock is your best friend. He's able to find the first, and the beams are good enough.
Adios, Falcons!
DC making everybody eat. They close it out 6-3. Beautiful play call to go towards B. And Falcons not off to the best start.
Yeah, I mean, a tough winners round 1 versus FaZe. You get shut down, but then you drop down versus Team War. You go up 2-0. But it is a reverse sweep, a 2-point hardpoint game, an insane Scar hardpoint. And then right there, we talked about it, the B bomb. If you're going to give it up if you're Falcons, you got to be prepared to retake it. But Diamond John shuts the door.
Man, what a gritty series there from Team War. You go down 0-2, but the fact that those maps were a 25-point difference, a 1-round difference in Search and Destroy, you're thinking, all right, just a couple moments. Let's